Hello friend, welcome back to Information Technology lesson number 5. Today you are going to learn the database concept using LibreOffice Base. Last year we have learned SQL. While learning SQLs, you have learned Microsoft Access. It is the same like a LibreOffice Base. So let's see in these lessons what are things you are going to learn. You are going to learn the introduction to Base, database management system concept, database management system software, LibreOffice Base screen. So let's start. What is Base? The Base is an open source database management system software, and it is designed to allow users to create, access, modify and view database. The Base is a relational database management software. That's why it's called as the RDBMS. Is based on relational data model and is called RDBMS. A data model is the internal structure of database which describes way of storing and retrieving of data. Relational data models is one of the most popular data model because it is very simple to understand and to manipulate. In RDBMS, data is stored in the most simple and versatile structure, and that is called table. A base is a collection of related data object known as table, form, queries and report. Now what is DBMS? Database management concept includes first data. Data means all kind of facts, figures and details related to people, place, things or events. Whatever the data you are going to collect regarding to the people, places, things or events, that become a data. The last year also, while learning IT, you had learned what is data, what is informations. So once again we are going to see all these things. So data may be in any form. It may be written, oral, computerized or non-computerized. But before processing, it is called data. Also it is called the raw material. So data in its original form may not be of much use because we collect the things, but after processing we get information. For example, 2 and 3, this become a data. So it become a raw materials. After processing, it has a meaning. So data must be processed in a proper way to generate the useful and meaningful informations. For example, you have collected the data like how many classes are there in a school. So you went on each class and you have written their number 1, 2, 3, 4. But finally, the total of the classes you are getting, that is called informations. So data must be processed in proper way to generate the useful and meaningful informations. So let's see what is information. It is the result obtained from processings of the data. So information is the output, also called as the result, generated through the processing of raw data. For example, 2 and 3, if you process 2 plus 3, so you will get a result 5. So 5 is the meaningful information. It is a processed data and also it is called as the output, also called as the result. So this is called as the information. The information is important because it forms the foundations for decision making. Otherwise we cannot take a decisions. We can call the number like the 2 and 3, but after processing 2 plus 3, it called as the 5. So information is important to take a decision. Now what is database? Database is a collection of related data items stored in a organized manner, and It consists of different objects like table, query, form and report. You're going to learn how to create table, how to create a query, form and report in the database. It collects each and everything. So these are the different objects which will be included in the database. Next, tables. What is table? The table is a collections of related data. Whatever data you are collected, that you are going to put in the table, and table is a collections of related data. The table consists of rows and columns, and you are going to put the data inside. Next is what is query. Now we are going to discuss about the each object of the database. First we are discuss about the table. Second we are going to learn about the queries. Queries means what? Queries means questions. Actually it is used to retrieve information from the database. You have to ask the questions and get the answer. Suppose in a table there is a record of the students and you want to find the name of the students. For example, XYZ students you are going to find. Then you are going to ask the questions in the database that you want to display the name of the XYZ student. So you can write the condition for that and you will get an answer. That is called the query. Is used to retrieve the information from the database. Next, database consists also form. The form is used to collect the information from user. It is a visual presentation which is used to accept the data from the user, also collect the information from the user. Once it is collected, that will go into the tables, and finally by using the table and query we can generate the report. So the report is used to represent the data in printed form that you can print on the papers. Through what report you can prepare? Through query and tables. But you can use the form to input the data, input the information. That information will go to the table, also it will go to the query. By using the table or the query you can prepare the report, and that you can print on a paper. That is also called as the hard copy. That is also called as the final result which will be printed on the paper. So the database consists table, query, form and report. Next is DBMS. What is database management system? A database management system is a software designed to define, manipulate, retrieve and manage data in a database. So every program has its own database. Without database, that program cannot store any informations. Now for example, Google search engine. We are using the Google search engine. Whether that data comes out from its database. If the Google does not have database, you will not get any information which you are seeking for it. Okay, that's why the Google has a database. Facebook, you are using the Facebook also having the database. That's why whenever you go that in a Facebook, you have to log in it. Once you log in it, you will get all the data which you have stored in a Facebook, because it's stored in the particular database. Similar way the WhatsApp also having the database. Whenever you uninstall the particular applications and installing once again in your mobile, the data comes back, is asking you to take the backup and use the data once again in your application. So all these program, whatever the programs are there in, it has a backend database and front end designing nicely that app. So front end and the back end, these two things are there of every program, every application, and that's why the database is very important. You want to learn a programming, database is very important, because the programming having the database in backend. If the database is not created, your information will be not stored, and if it is stored, it will be remain temporary. For example, you have created a form in HTML. In HTML you have created a form, you input the data in the form, and after some time that data get vanish. That is not stored in the HTML, because HTML does not have a database. It's just only from creating the form, inserting data and it's going. But if you have created a Google form, now we are sending you the Google form, you are answering the MCQs questions, through that we are getting the data, because your story we are storing your data, so we can see who has answer, who has not answers, what answer you have written. All this data come to me because the Google's having the database, and through that it store the data. So now I hope that you understood what is database and which software this year going to learn. We are going to learn the software that is called LibreOffice base. It is a open source software. Last year you have learned the same software but Microsoft Excel, and one more software you learn that is called the SQL, that also was storing the data, but that was a DOS base. Now you are learning Windows base. Now it provides various functions that allows entry, storage and retrieval of large quantity of information, and provide way to manage that information. Just now I explained about this point only. You can store large amount of data, you can retrieve anytime you want that data from this. So this is the use of the database management system. It also defines rules to validate and manipulate the data. It also defines rules to validate and manipulate the data. Validate means what? You can validate. Suppose you don't want to take any information inside that. Suppose you enter the roll number 1 and you are again going to enter the roll number 1, it will be not taken, but because there are some rules are there, duplicate entry will be not taken. Okay, so manipulation also can be done on the data in the database. Let's see how to start. I have to start LibreOffice. To start LibreOffice, you have to click on the start, then go to the all program, and then you have to go to the LibreOffice. In the LibreOffice there is a LibreOffice base. It is used to manage database, create query, report, to track and manage your information by using base. So click on this. Once you click on this, you will see the first wizard, that is called database wizard. In this database wizard, welcome to the LibreOffice database wizard. It's mentioned create a new database. It's asking you to create a new database. Click on the next and then click on finish to save and proceed. Click on finish. Here you have to give the name to the database. To give to the name to the database, you can write any data. Suppose you want to create a student database, so give the name students and click on save. Now where you're going to save, click on select that location and then click on save button. Now see the LibreOffice screen comes on your computer. So it is named as student.odb LibreOffice base. Okay, so this is the LibreOffice database screen. Now we are going to learn the part of LibreOffice database. What are the different parts are there of the LibreOffice? So I'll show you one by one that part of this LibreOffice. So this is the first part, that is title bar. This is called title bar. It shows or display icon of the application, name of the file and name of the application. Name of the file student.odb is shown and name of the application LibreOffice base, it is already shown over here. Okay, by default it display the file name ODB. Okay, but LibreOffice base, it consists of 3 buttons on right corner. Let's see the buttons. Where are the buttons are there? Look here, right corner there are 3 buttons are there. Okay, that is called minimize, maximize and close button. So the title bar consists of name of the base file, application name, icon of the base and 3 control button, that is minimize, maximize and close. Okay, let's see the below the title bar there is a menu bar. Okay, there is a menu bar. Let's see where is the menu bar. So this is called menu bar. It is present below title bar and it displays the names of different menus as like a file, edit, view, insert, tools, windows, help, etc. Below the menu bar there is one more bar called as standard toolbar. Look here, this is called standard toolbar. It consists of different icons which are used for standard operations like opening a new document, saving a document, printing a document, cut, copy, paste, sorting, arranging the data alphabetical order, ascending and descending order, undo, redo, and many more options you will get on this standard toolbar. Below the standing toolbar there is a working area. Rest of the part below standard toolbar is called as working area, and it is divided into two panes, left pane and right pane. Now look at this. This is called as the left pane. This is called left pane. I'll write and show you. This is called left pane. Left pane and the right pane. This is called as the right pane. Right pane. Left pane display the name of the database, object like table, queries, form, and reports. The other hand, right panes display activities related to that particular object. For example, table. In the database is the first object is table. The right hand side what is displayed? It is used to create a table in design view by using wizard to create table or create view directly. So these are the activity of the table object it's shown. Okay, similar way if I am clicking here now, on the queries, now see the queries activities here display. Create query in design view, wizard to create query in SQL view. So each and every activity, once you click on that particular object, will be shown here. Now if I click on the form, it shows the create form in design view, create form by using wizard. By clicking on this you can create a form. By clicking on query you can create a query. By clicking on table object you can create a table by using the wizard or the design view. So relative to that particular object, the activity will be open in the right pane, and the left pane also having the form object. By using the form object you can create a form. By using the report object you can create a report. Finally, once you want to print out what data you have collected in the database on the paper, then you can create a report. You can create a report through table or query. So the what is table, what is query, we are going to I already explained all this part of the database. This is also called as the working area. Okay, now we are going to see what is table. Now how to create a table. To create a table you have to go to the file, let's see how to create a table in a database. To create a table in a database, as you know, the table is a basic unit for storing data in a database, and table are organized in the form of columns and rows. Before creating a table, user should first decide the entity. Is any real world object about which data is to be stored. Means you have to collect the information and keep ready. Each entity has collections of attribute associated with it. For example, student is an entity which has attributes like roll number, name, address, standard, date of birth. So these are the entity which you are going to put in the tables. So that information you have to keep ready. Attribute of an entity are stored in the form of column. For example, student roll number, student name, his address, email ID, contact number, etc. The information stored under each column forms a row which is called as record or tuple. The row also called as which record or tuple. So let's see how to create tables, which is called field in the table and which is called record, also called as the information. To create a table in the database, you have to click on table, and then click on create table using design view, or you can create a table by using wizard. So we'll use the create table by using design view. So click on the table design view. Now the design view will appear on the screen. In this screen you are going to enter the field name and field type, what is called field name and what is called field type. Now I'm going to explain each and everything step by step. Now field name means the entity which you are going to enter. For example, we have created the student database. So in the student database we have to enter first is roll number. So roll number is field name. Now roll numbers, how you are going to enter? You are going to enter the text in the roll number field? No, you are going to enter the number. So that's why field type you are going to select here number, numeric. Okay, then this is called fields and this is called data type. Okay, next is roll number is over the name. Next column will contain the name. So name you are going to enter the letter in. So that letter means text. Here you are not going to select the field type number, but here you are going to select the text because you are going to enter the text alphabets. The next, suppose you are going to enter is address. So address also will go under the type text. So here text you can use to enter the letter or enter the text for the address. Next you can take standard. So standard you can use either Roman number you are going to put, then text will go, and if you are going to enter the number, then you can take a number over there. So here the number will go 1 2 3 4 5, standard 5, standard 6 7, like this. Or Roman number you are going to use, then you can take a text. Okay, so you can take text also or the number also, depend on you which data type you are going to select. So text you want to use, then use the text, otherwise number is okay. Next date field, here you are going to select the date and time. So find out here date is there, date of birth you can use here, date of birth. Okay, so you can select the data type, date, etc. This information you can put in your table. So field name you understood, roll number, name, address, standard, date of birth, these are the field names. And its field type means what type of information can go under the field names, that you are going to decide by selecting its data type. So we have selected roll number, data type number, name text, address text, standard, number, date of birth, date. This all these things last year you learned while learning the SQL or while learning the Microsoft Excel. It is same like creating the table you have created in a SQL. Okay, so you understood what is data and what is the field and what is this data type. Now we are going to save this file. Okay, to save this file, click on this save, otherwise go to the file and click on save. So in this table you can save, we can give the name to the table student and click on OK. Okay, so this table has been created over here. So you can see the table is created here, student table is created. Now you want to enter information in the students, then double click on the students file and then start entering the information. Now roll number, suppose ID 101, roll number if you have taken 1, name XYZ, address Kudal, standard, fifth, date of birth 200, 10, like this. Okay, so this is called record. What you enter now: full, roll number, name, address, standard, date of birth. So this row called as the record. Also we can call tuple. Okay, so record also called as the tuple. Okay, now one more record we are going to enter, that is called 102, roll number 2. We can write here the name of the students, PQR, address Kankavli, studying in standard 6, date of birth you can enter over here 2009. Okay, so like this, date of birth is over, then you can add like this informations and you can fill the database by using the tables. So I hope you understood what is called field, what is called data type, what is record, also called as the tuple. Okay, so these all are called fields, also called as the row. This is called row, and each column the names is given, roll number, name, address, standard, to store that type of information in it. Okay, so roll number will go under that, roll number only, name, address, standard, date of birth. Okay, so this way you can enter the data in a tables. Once you finish entering the data in a table, you can save the table, save current record, you can save it and then close the database or close the table. So now you are going to close the table over here. So your table is saved. If you want to see whether data is there or no, you can double click on it, so you will get a data inside. It is stored in the database. So it is one object. You learn how to create a table in the database. The next class you are going to learn how to create a form by using tables. To create a tables, what are the steps required to create a table? First you have to create a new database. Once you create a new database, then click on the table object from the database. In the right pane you will get a different activities: create table by using design view, by using wizard, or directly create a view. So you have to click on the table in design view, enter the field name, select this data type, close the table, open the table and enter the data inside. So these are the steps to create a table in a database. So I hope you understood the LibreOffice base part of the LibreOffice, that is title bar, menu bar, standard toolbar, working area. It has two parts, that is left pane and right pane. Left pane display the name of the database object like table, queries, form and reports, and right pane displays the activity related to that particular object. Then we learn how to create a tables. So creating tables, I have taught you the steps. You have to follow the steps to create a tables. Thank you.